Hey everyone, I'm your host Reese, and today welcome to another Clearlycast episode brought to you by the go-to marketplace for selling and sharing your Roblox UGC content. Of course, joining us today we have an incredible store who is very well known in the Milsim community, and they are one of the top dogs when it actually comes to selling and earning even on the Roblox platform. In this episode we're going back to our roots and we're going with two guests this time, and they are part of Bismarck Industries. Now, of course, we have Jamie and Bismarck himself on the Clearlycast, and they're going to be uncovering their own secrets, strategies, and stories that actually drove their success and how they made it to the top. Of course, if you want to see more content like this, of course, don't forget to comment your impression on their store, and also don't forget to subscribe because that is going to be the driving factor to actually make us make more of this type of content. This episode of Clearlycast is brought to you by Java and Oreo's development. Ignite your game's passion with amazing Row School and of course Row community products brought to you by Java Technology, one of the top creators in this category on our ClearlyDev marketplace. Along with this, lighten up your game with Oreo's development role-playing assets, whether it be police or civilian roleplay or systems that you want to implement into your game. Go to the links in the description and check out either of these stores to find the products that'll easily fit into any of your Roblox games. Hello and welcome to Clearlycast. Obviously, so it's great to obviously have Bismarck Industries on the podcast. When I sort of messaged you guys asking to get on the podcast, and hearing back that you wanted to, obviously it was a great opportunity for me. So today on the podcast we have Bismarck and Jamie, who are again, I believe, co-owners of this. So, who actually are you guys within Bismarck, and what position do you both hold within Bismarck Industries?
I'm Bismarck, also known as Jiggy. Some people call me Jiggy. Other people know by my real name, Jay, Chief Executive Officer and founder, now co-owner alongside Jamie.
Hi, I'm Jamie. I'm a co-owner of Bismarck with Jay here. I am a web developer, and I manage Bismarck as well.
So you guys both obviously came from sort of this team or this duo on Bismarck Industries. So how did you both sort of hear about ClearlyDev, and why did you both choose ClearlyDev to sell on for this business?
I think it was like 2022, maybe like late 2021, and it was like another opportunity. Like at the time, it was like another source of revenue, I guess. ClearlyDev was growing. It was like another audience to get your stuff out to, so it was like perfect for me. And then I think Jamie found out about it when he joined us in like 2022.
Right, so obviously it's been a while. It's been over 2 years since, you guys have both sorted this company on our store. How has it actually been doing on ClearlyDev since starting? And would you say it's been doing sort of above what you've expected? Would you be saying it's done even below or about, what you'd expect from ClearlyDev?
I'd personally say it does I would just say it's passive income. It's like nice passive income that can be put into the business, like back into developing.
So you talked about passive income. So obviously with that there'll be quite, some sort of sales. You have over 9,000 people in your Discord server. So obviously that's a big milestone for you guys. So 10k is obviously a big milestone. You obviously got to 10k by creating a certain type of products that people enjoyed and people loved. On that topic, what type of products does Bismarck Industries create?
So at Bismarck, we were focused on selling Milsim products at first. Then we expanded on other genres, such as some role-playing vehicles, some more generic assets, some systems. We're kind of giving what people request, and we try to, keep our unity, our own brand.
So you talked about, obviously, own brand, which is a big thing nowadays, especially when it comes to marketing and that sort of space. What would be your most sold product within, whether it be Milsim or role-playing, like you said? What is your most sold product within either of them categories?
I think it's the artillery system. I didn't actually expect it to go that far, but I think it's like one of the most popular things that we have. And it still sells today.
Yeah, I think I also know why it's performing well, because it's like kind of unique. When Jay thought about it and you got the developer, we gave him specifications. I think it was one of the first, if not the first in the market. So yeah, it worked really well.
You talked about it being the first in the market. Do you think that Bismarck Industries has sort of shaped the Milsim market? Do you think that, since your brand's grown, you've sort of had this influence on other brands to maybe innovate the market and maybe, make their products a little bit better to actually match yours
I never
too?
expected to even start this, to be honest. It was just, at first it started off like providing just stuff I had lying about for a little bit of income. But yeah, like some people will ask you, like, how do they set up their own store? How do they do this? Do you have any tips or recommendation? I don't want to say I shaped the market, because I don't think that's true. I think that's a bit arrogant, but I think I definitely encouraged people. For example, Four Yorks used to be like good friends with me, and I helped them out a bit. And then like, yeah, like I definitely helped people around. I was like one of the first to put a lot of British headsets up on the market, which I think is like really, really popular, because if you look at Clearly Dev audience, a lot of them are from the UK. A lot of them either do UK Milsims or UK roleplay, like the police roleplays. They are really popular. So I wouldn't say me alone shaped this industry, but I would also say that I helped influence a little bit, but it wasn't me by myself.
So just also like as I said earlier about the brand, I think that's also helped us becoming one of the top sellers on Clearly Dev. It's like having, when you see a store, you don't have like, like thousands of random products, like ranging from everything. So we kind of have the Photoshop things to like make products images. You have like everything standardized, like the format and everything.
Yeah, no, I obviously completely agree with that. We've talked with some of our other creators on our podcast earlier, so Brokered, Olympia Development, them sort of people as well, and they were saying the exact same thing that you guys are saying as well. Marketing the products is such a big thing you need to do, and especially when it comes down to getting people to press that purchase button, getting people to go over the line and check out. Images do tell a full story, and if they can't see that full story in front of them, they're just not even going to go to check out any of it, because why bother? It's not shown. It might be not what it's saying it is. Earlier you were sort of talking about marketing and having invite for Roblox schemes on your website. If you don't know, BismarckIndustries.com, you have a affiliate marketing scheme. I'm sort of guessing it is. Do you think that's actually helped Bismarck grow? Do you think that it's helped you sort of get around to places where you couldn't before?
So I think we were one of the first to do that on the market. It was like 1 year ago when we just released the website. So the thing is, I don't think the Roblox market is mature enough to use affiliate link. Like people would just blindly go with invites for Roblox. They would just spam advertisements everywhere, instead of like thinking a bit, and like you just take a random store, get their affiliation link, and you can sell it, and you automatically get like your 10%. I integrated a PayPal system, so you just put your email and you can cash out your money, and with the money you can buy like a lot of Robux. It just, people need to actually learn, while now they just follow the trend and like just advertise for Robux.
I've seen a lot of servers doing that as well. I mean, some of the servers that I'm in are doing that, and whilst people are going to be doing it, at the end of the day it's not very much Robux they're doing it for. It could be 10 Robux, 40 Robux per one, even if it's on a good end. But when you're doing it as an affiliate, you're going to be getting, as you said, cash outs in real money. So that eventually will get you more Robux than the 40 Robux would get you, or the 10 Robux for one invite as well. So that is, again, another good thing as well. And especially with invites, the conversion rate on the invites isn't good, because people join and then they leave as soon as they see it, sort of like the price is high or whatever. But when you have an affiliate link, you can see how many people is going through that link. So again, that's another thing that's obviously good with it as well. Whereas invites, you can't really see. You also talked about sort of integrating the Robux for invite schemes. On Clearly Dev, we obviously have a section where you can input your Discord server or direct way of contacting your customers. As a support team, let's say you have a support team on Discord, do you think having that Discord server with that support team is more beneficial than not?
This is funny you mentioned this, because me and Jamie were actually talking about this the other day, and we actually very disagree with each other on this. One of us wants Discord customer service, while the other one, he wants to put it on the website, and I don't particularly agree that a valuable source of resources.
What do you sort of say against
I
that?
meant it like the live support. People can send an email and it will add it as a ticket on our backend. But like my idea was to have everything the website, because we can directly see customers purchasing, their total amount, discounts you can create, and overall there is less interactions where you need to check proof. Maybe they can fake the proof. So yeah, and Jay is also correct, because people usually prefer Discord support because we did a poll. I think we had more people voting for Discord. It's much more simple, but in our end, I think the website one is more, efficient. It's just quicker for the customer to go through a website-based solution.
And I sort of get where you're coming from there. Everything's in one place. The purchasing is in one place. The support is going to be in one place as well. And again, I sort of get where, Bismarck's coming from as well. He's sort of seeing it from a fact of, well, everyone has Discord. Everyone who's purchased one of our products has joined our Discord server. So again, I get where you're both sort of coming from. Again, it's obviously ultimately down to you guys of what you want to do. The community poll, which has just popped up here, and it says 94 votes through Discord and then 16 through a website, which is obviously understandable. At the end of the day, not everybody wants to do a website because websites, more likely to go down or, more likely to have issues. Whereas I guess with an application, people might also see it as, a sort of way of website support's not really fast. So if I have Discord, then I can constantly ping them. I get where obviously the community is coming from there. But again, if you wanted everything in one place, then the website will be a good choice. But if you wanted the community's choice, then Discord would be a good place too. Obviously, we've talked about the sort of products you sell earlier. Do you guys have any upcoming products you want to share? Any upcoming little teasers? And what you have to do for the future of Bismarck Industries?
As some of you who keep up with Dev Forum just seen, Roblox recently just updated their aerodynamics function. And over the last few months, as some of you know, Project Brimstone, using an advanced and an optimized version, balancing the new aerodynamics function. It's a great system, and it will have a lot more features, a lot more optimized. It's got IR missiles, so infrared missiles, radar guided missiles, like pulling Gs and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a great system.
So I haven't actually seen the thing on the dev forum. You mentioned that it's very popular and all that. So you mentioned Roblox's new updated aerodynamic features. Do you think that this is going to be a big thing within development now?
Yeah, I think as Jay said, things changed a lot. So I keep 100 points at Bismarck to keep informed on what's happening on the dev forum, new things, new technologies that can be a great addition to community. So as products to sell as a business, and also to contribute to the military simulation games that always, want to be more and more realistic. Things change a lot.
No, I completely agree with both of you on there as well. I mean, keeping up with the dev forums is definitely one thing that you should do if you are a developer. Even if you wanted to be creating a game by yourself and you're not even using clearly dev, keeping up with the dev forums is definitely something to do as well. I believe Roblox actually has its own little Discord. I think it's a webhook that they have or something like that, or little server announcements that they have. That's actually in Clearly Dev as well. That does say it. Again, you've sort of talked about the different features that are coming into Roblox Studio. Another one, a very controversial one at the least, is AI. So again, Roblox Studio is implementing this sort of AI. I think it does coding. I think it does some other stuff as well. I haven't really looked upon it, but it's implemented AI stuff. So do you guys think that this AI feature within Roblox Studio is going to take off, or do you think that it's just going to be a complete flop?
It is going to be a nice thing. It helps you fix your coding, especially if it's just, one comma or you've missed like a full stop at one point. But it is a bit worrying. Like, I could understand that, people on Hidden Devs, for example, there's hundreds, thousands of developers on that Discord. I think they could be worried because, they could be out of commissions because people are using AI instead of hiring developers. So it is a bit worrying. We'll see how it is.
I personally think AI should be used as a tool and not to replace the human. Because if you check, ChatGPT or any Gemini or any AI, if you're coding and you ask the AI to do your code, it will just mess it up. Like, you need to really give it, your code and to give it specific, instructions for it to be really effective. And here I am not against the use of AI, but otherwise, on the Roblox game, people would just be lazy and, type a paragraph about make my game about this and this. And AI can't model, for example, a whole plane or tank. I'm not a 3D expert, but to make a complex model, it still needs a lot to do it. So for the coding part, as I said, it should be used as a tool and not to replace a human.
Agree with again what you both have to say. I mean, like you said, Jamie, AI should be used as a tool, and I also agree that it won't be anywhere near replacing humans yet, because again, AI will only ever replace humans if it can get as good as humans. Right now, it can barely create an image. If you've seen AI normally, how it just creates images, it can't even display text properly. I think AI definitely is going to take, a couple of decades before it does get as good as, we want it to get, whether it be doing 3D models, whether it be completing full-on scripts where it's actually good and neat scripts as well. So again, I completely agree with that. And again, Bismarck, I completely agree with you too. Again, I'm sort of going to link back to, the products again. Do you think that Bismarck will actually go into any sort of different categories, whether it be airline and aviation? Because obviously you have already Milsim and aviation products, but do you think you'll go into more airline and that sort of space, not with Bismarck, but with a different company, or maybe even Bismarck, depending on what, again, you guys want to do?
Bismarck has always been, it's about filling a gap. If there isn't a market for it yet, then I feel like I'm always up for trying to get that category off the ground. Like, firstly, for me, it's all about, is there enough of an audience for this market? You could definitely say that for roleplay and for police roleplay, we already have some products up, but other kinds of, civilian roleplay or airline aviation, we already do military aviation. It's just about, there is an audience, but there also is big competitors. So it's something we discussed over and over again, but we've never ever found
I do completely agree with that, of course. Companies are more likely to stick to what they know because they know that there's, their audience is catered towards that. And that makes completely, I said to someone yesterday that there will be risks involved in taking that sort of step into new categories. And, whether your group is, willing to take that risk is, again, all dependent on you and what you strive to become as well. So, Jamie, Bismarck, obviously we have a review system on ClearlyDev. Do you think that this system is utilised enough by consumers, or do you think that there can be more of a push towards reviews and people can actually start reviewing your product?
I think reviews are actually effective to convert sales. Even customers can see what other fellow customers think about of a product before they buy it. So they, don't have our biased view of the product, and they have other perspectives. And in the same times, if we make a bad product, we can know the flaws and to fix it. And I think it's very important for people to need to sensibilize them to leave reviews.
I think I agree with Jamie. I think reviews aren't used that much, and they should be used more because it would help other customers that want to buy find out what it's like. But also, I think sometimes reviews can be abused.
I mean, on any platform, people are going to be like that. And luckily on ClearlyDev, we do have a system where on your store, again, if there is a malicious review or whatever, you can unapprove it and then contact support to sort of get rid of it. Thank you for bringing that up, because obviously that is, again, a really important factor as well of ClearlyDev. So, of course, Bismarck and Jamie, it's been incredible talking to you today. Again, thank you for letting us have the opportunity to actually bring you on Clearlycast. Again, it's always amazing to hear from one of the best, which again, you guys are, and especially one of our top sellers on our platform too. Of course, if you are a viewer out there, do not forget to obviously visit Bismarck. Link in the description, I believe is the first one. Again, because they're extremely well known, and as you've seen today, they're extremely good at what they do, and they do deserve some recognition, and that's exactly why they're on here today. Of course, if you have any feedback for Bismarck, either leave a review on their store if you've purchased a product, or leave a review in their Discord server if you have one, or again, just comment down below of your experiences using Bismarck, or again, at us on Twitter, at ClearlyDev, and of course, we'll get to you, and again, we'll reply to you. Of course, no worries about, coming on the show. It's obviously, again, amazing to have you on. Obviously, if you want to become one of 10,000 registered sellers on a platform, go to clearlydev.com to find your passion and creativity. And of course, click the link in the bottom of the description to obviously get started there too. Of course, for the viewers out there, for more insightful interviews, community highlights, you can keep updated with our podcast by clicking that bell icon below. Of course, until next time, I've been your host Reese, this has been Bismarck and Jamie, and this has been Clearlycast. And again, we'll see you in the next episode. This episode of Clearlycast is brought to you by Java and Oreo's development. Ignite your game's passion with amazing Row School and of course Row community products brought to you by Java Technology, one of the top creators of this category on our ClearlyDev marketplace. Along with this, lighten up your game with Oreo's development role-playing assets, whether it be police or civilian roleplay or systems that you want to implement into your game. Go to the links in the description and check out either of these stores to find the products that'll easily fit into any of your Roblox games.